Hello traders, in this video I wanna share with you a breakdown of a trade that I took on Friday on GBP-USD. I believe that it will be really valuable for you, especially if you're trading on Forex pairs as well. If you don't know me, my name is Andrea and I've been a trader in the Forex markets for the last 5 years, and I am the official host of the Goatfundedtrader YouTube channel. If you want to find out more information about the Goatfundedtrader challenges, the link is in the description, and also we are waiting for you inside our social media platforms. We have Instagram, we have Twitter, and also we have a Discord server. Okay, so let's dive into it. I want to mention the fact that I am a scalper most of the time, so I don't hold my trades for longer than 1-2 hours, and my entries are on lower time frames like 1 minute, 3 minutes, and so on. Basically, this is my style of entries, but when I analyze the market, of course, I start from a higher time frame. So what I observed last week was the fact that even though on daily, GBP-USD was inside a bearish trend, which is this one, right? I observed that the price stopped somewhere around here in this demand area from the left. Why is this demand area so important for me? Because it created this change of character to the upside. So basically, this is the area that transformed the supply chain from this leg into a demand chain over here. So this moment right here invalidated the supply chain that was formed. This is the moment where a change of character was made on the daily time frame, and this is exactly the zone that I'm focusing on. So our price came back inside this zone, inside this area, and of course, even though the price is, even though the market is bearish right now and we are in a bearish leg, and maybe this demand won't hold and will continue in a bearish movement, because I'm a scalper, I can still catch some nice bullish moves. This is how my mentality was. Okay, even though on daily this is bearish and this might not hold, and maybe the market wants to go and take this low over here in order to form a break of structure to the downside, I still got these pips over here, right? I still can look for an entry here or here, because basically this is where I took an entry. As you can see on a daily time frame, it doesn't mean a lot, but I observed the change of character to the upside, and I was like, okay, if the price made a change of character to the upside, when it comes back to the extreme, to this point over here, I will see another small reaction. It can be bigger or smaller, but however, I need to catch it. So this was my mentality. I went on 4 hours, and again, you can observe that this was the structure that I observed, right? Change of character over here, a demand chain that was formed. Here, continuing here, then here. Then I observed this bearish leg over here, and a lot of equal highs. Equal highs represent liquidity. So I observed the fact that the market took this internal liquidity over here, right? Because this is considered internal liquidity. Maybe even here, I can consider all this chain internal liquidity, and came back somewhere in the extreme, right? And gave another small bullish reaction. So this is what I went for. I went for this small bullish reaction because I saw the internal liquidity being taken, and also I observed this external liquidity. Now, I don't know if this trade is gonna hold for long, but I don't really care because, again, I'm a scalper and I wanna catch some profits. My trade won't have this kind of target over here or here. I don't really care, and neither this stop loss. My trade will be smaller, but of course, in order to take a small trade, you have to observe what's happening on the higher time frame. So again, as I mentioned, I observed this range, right? I observed these equals over here on 1 hour as well. And I was like, okay, if the internal liquidity was taken, now is the turn of the external liquidity. But again, the external liquidity is a little bit far. Even though I spotted, my trade was closed pretty fast because I'm not really interested on a day trade. I was interested into a scalp. What you can do if you observe this kind of structure on a higher time frame is to leave some partials and to leave a part of the lots like this in order to catch this movement as well. But if you don't want to, that's completely fine, because this is what some scalpers do. They catch the movement that they looked for, but also if the movement can continue on a higher time frame, they leave a part of the position open with the trade on break even. And of course you can do that, but again, I repeat, this trade was on Friday and I didn't really want to leave the trade open. So I just closed it immediately after my targets were met. So let's go on 30 minutes and observe what happened on a daily basis. So this was a day right here with Asian session, London session, followed by New York session. And this was Friday, the day where I took a trade. What I observed is the fact that the price mitigated this area over here, the area that I showed you to the left on daily. And I believe that it might still hold. Usually, a larger area is mitigated at least 2-3 times. And of course, this might have taken, this low over here might have been taken out because this thing happens from sometimes. This is taken as liquidity and then we see the real movement. But also from time to time, especially for a scalp, this works too. To target this area over here, this extreme, and to take a trade from it. So this is what I did. I targeted this area. I will go on 15 minutes as well. And I saw the change of character, right? The break of structure, the change of character. And it was also the beginning of a session. It was London. So I was like, okay, the session previous to London was Frankfurt. Frankfurt went down. It stopped inside this extreme over here that formed the change of character. So it looked pretty nice. It looked nice also on 30 minutes. So I was like, okay, maybe I should go on 5 minutes, 3 minutes and see exactly what's happening. Maybe I should take the entry on London because usually London follows what happens in Frankfurt. If Frankfurt starts this kind of movement, London will follow. And it did. So basically Frankfurt went down, stopped inside the extreme, created this doji on 15 minutes and then London followed, retested the area over here and then it gave us the movement. However, no, I don't think that I started the trade over here. Yeah, I was somewhere over here with the entry. Okay, my targets for this trade were these highs over here. I didn't want more than the Asian highs. I just wanted to catch the liquidity and to make a one and to catch a nice 1 to 2 risk reward, 1 to 2.69. However, in this period, I don't really go for more than 1 to 2, 1 to 3 risk reward. I don't aim for that high 1 to 10 risk reward that I achieved in the past because I don't believe that it matches my style anymore. I just like to compound my accounts and to catch smaller trades and to be on charts a little bit more often and to take more entries that have the stop loss a little bit enlarged. Because usually what I did was to go on 3 minutes, right? Of course, I took the trade on lower time frames. I took the trade on 3 minutes. However, I would have placed my stop loss like this in the past. You know, like I don't do that anymore in order to make my risk reward bigger. I prefer to cover the extreme, sometimes even more. I go way larger with the stop loss in order to not be taken out of a trade. So this is what I observed here. I observed this doji being taken out. So I consider this a really fast change of character. After that, I observed the fact that the price formed some kind of liquidity over here that needed to be taken. I expected the price to either stop here and give us a reaction somewhere around here and then to continue bullish, or for it to mitigate deeper like it did. So I was in drawdown for a little bit, but after that the price reversed and gave me the bullish movement that I was looking for. So going on 5 minutes, my idea was to catch a counter trend trade on a higher time frame, but keep it for a really short period of time. So this is what I did. I was like, okay, I'm gonna secure some partials over here. I continued, I secured more partials, and when the trade tapped this area over here in order to catch the liquidity, as you can see, it had a pullback, continued with the demand chain, and continued with the bullish movement. However, I stopped it here. As I mentioned before, this was enough for me, and this is the way that I trade. I prefer to take smaller trades every day and to catch the hours of volume in the market. As a recap, if we go on daily, you realize what movement I was looking for. I was looking for this candle for this week over here. Like, this was the movement that made me profitable in this trade. It wasn't bigger than that, but I started to analyze the market on daily. 41 pips. This was my trade on Friday, and this is how I trade on a daily basis. I consider this like pretty nice. I don't go for more than 1 to 2, and compounding the accounts is my way of trading right now. You can leave me in the comments your way of trading, your opinion about my style, and also if you want to see more videos like this, just let me know and I will do more. Thank you for watching and see you next time. Don't forget to check our challenges and to leave a like and a subscribe, and also to activate the notifications button. Thank you.